and welcome to this week's tennis lesson. Okay, so can you all at home remind me what's the first thing we do? Yes, that's right, it's our warm-up. Okay, so number one, yep, that is correct, it's our pulse raising activities. Number two, yep, you've got it, dynamic stretches. And number three, yep, your favourite part is fun games. Okay, so we need to get our hearts going, we need to get our pulse raising. So, on to number one, we're just going to do a little bit of running on the spot. Okay, make sure those knees are nice and high. Yeah, well done, keep going, keep going. Okay, good job, and we're going to do some heel flicks. So make sure that we're lifting our feet up. Okay, if you need to, you can put your hands there, try and get your hands. Okay, good job, keep going, keep going. Okay, and we're going to do some side steps. Okay, good job. Yep, get that nice and low. Make sure you can feel your heart going. Good job, well done. Okay, and we're going to just do a couple of little side steps. Keep going. Yeah, good job, well done. Keep going with that. Okay, and we're going to do some star jumps. Okay, keep it going, keep it going. Okay, keep going, keep going. Okay, and we're going to do one of my favourites, some burpees, so jump nice and high. Keep going. Keep going with that, well done, well done. And then we're going to just finish with some mountain climbers. So same position, knees up into your chest. That's it, keep going, keep going, keep going. Okay, and well done. So, our second thing is dynamic stretches. So, we need to stretch out. So, we just start off with the side, a little step and stretch, and back down. Okay, feel that your legs just down there. Okay, good job. Okay, we want to feel our hamstring now. So, if we just step and stretch, and with the other leg as well. Make sure we feel like we're getting low. So it's dynamic, we need to move. Okay, well done. Okay, so we're just gonna bring our arm over and twist. And arm and twist. And the other side again. And one more. Okay, and then we're just gonna feel down here. So make sure nice and stretched out. Okay, down to the other side. Well done, keep going, other side. And again. Okay. And last one. Okay, well done. So our third one is our fun game. Okay, so for this we are going to be playing the bean game. So I'm going to shout a bean out, and you're going to be that bean for me. Okay, so we're going to start with the baked bean. Okay, stop position. Okay, and we're just going to hold it there. Okay, well done. And we're going to be our runner bean. Let's get moving. Make sure we're running around. Keep moving. Okay, good job, well done. Okay, so we're going to be our string bean next. So nice and tall. Really feel like that on your toes. Okay, good job. And then we're going to be our broad bean. Okay, so nice and wide. Okay, and we're going to go into our beanstalk. Okay, good job, nice and tall. Back to our broad bean. Good job. Okay, and our jelly bean. So let's get moving around. Shake your body around. That's it, be a jelly bean. Okay, and what's our kidney bean going to be? Our kidney bean, yes, that's right, just down here. Okay, make sure you hold that, really stretch out. Okay, now on our feet, and we're going to be a jumping bean. So, make sure we're jumping around, it's up moving. That's it, that's our jumping bean. And our frozen bean. I hope you're still at home, gotta be frozen. Okay, and we're going to be a flat bean. Nice and stretched out, nice and flat. Okay, right, well done. Okay, can we just feel that? Can we feel our Heart's going, well done, that's a really good warm-up. Okay, so, for today's lesson of tennis, we are going to be teaching forehand, okay? So, our forehand. For this, you are going to need a racket and a tennis ball. If you don't have that, make sure you get permission, but if you've got a frying pan you can use, amazing. If not, you can just use your hand, okay? So, it doesn't need to be a tennis ball either. If you've got any other sort of ball, I understand not everyone will have a tennis ball at home, so any type of ball will work, and we need some sort of wall. So it could be a brick wall, it could be a spare wall, again, with your parent or guardian permission to use it in the house. Okay, so what we need to make sure with our tennis and our forehand is we've got the correct grip. So we need to feel like we're shaking someone's hand, so our writing hand, okay, we're going to put that hand up to shake someone's hand. We're just going to grip it down the line and make sure that that V that we've got just there, make sure that's going down the line. Okay, so if you can see, this is my forehand side and this is my backhand. So we are talking about forehand today, so we're going to be this side. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to make sure that we're in our right position. So if you remember back to last week when we talked about footwork, okay, and we need to make sure we're using footwork for this. So what we're going to do is we're going to use a wall. Okay, we're just going to get the ball, we're going to drop it, and we're going to make sure that we step in. Okay, so just like that, make sure that we step in on our side, and that we then hit against the wall and we catch it. Okay, so I'm going to give you a little go at that. I'll show you how to do it first. So make sure we're stepping in. Okay, just there, and catch that ball. Okay, so did you all see that? So one step, there, and catch the ball. Okay. So, what I want you guys to do is to catch it first. If you feel like you can get yourselves going with a little rally, okay, so again, make sure it's chest height, make sure you're not any higher than this. If you feel like you can hit it, okay. Obviously, I can't do it, but hopefully you guys are going to be a little bit better than me. Okay, so I want you guys to have a little practice, okay, for 5 minutes. So, have a practice for 5 minutes. And press pause and come back and we'll move on to the next part. Okay, so our next part, we are going to all move on to our rallies now. Okay, so we're going to repeatedly hit. So the idea behind this one is we're going to again use a bit of wall, hopefully a bit more space, and we're going to be a little bit further out. Okay, and what we want to do is we want to try and hit, okay, and just make sure we have as many goes at that as we can. Okay, so again, I'm going to give you another 5 minutes, okay, so if you can practice for me, okay, pause the video and come back to me in 5 minutes and we'll move on to the next part. Okay, welcome back. So, now what we want to do is we want to just move on to our footwork. We need to make sure that our feet are moving so that we recap what we did again, okay? So we need to make sure that when we're hitting this time, we're changing direction. So, it might be that I hit off to the right, we then use that side-to-side footwork to get into position. I might then hit it back the other way, and again, we'll use that footwork to get back into position. Okay, so just like this, okay, I'll move it over, okay, and just use that footwork, okay, just a bit like that. Okay, just to recap that footwork, just to make sure that you are aware, okay, is we've got our forwards and backwards, so forwards and backwards, we've got our left and right, so our side to side. Okay, so can anybody tell me what our final one is? Okay, I've given you those two. What's our last one? Yes, that's correct for you at home. It is our diagonal movement. So, we're going in these sorts of directions. Okay, so we've recapped that. Now have another go with your footwork. Pause the video, come back in 5, and we'll go on to the final progression for you. Okay, so this next one, we might be a little bit more of a challenge, so we're going to give it a little go and see what we can do. Okay, so after each hit, we are going to spin. Okay, so we're going to hit, we're going to spin, and we're going to try and hit again. Okay, so let's give this a little go. So we're just going to in there, spin. Oh, I wasn't very good at that one, but this is a good little challenge, and we'd love to know just how many you can do without losing control of the ball. Okay, so I'm going to give you a little bit of a practice there. So another 5 minutes for you. If you pause the video again, come back to me, and we'll move on to one more little challenge just for you. Okay, well done for that one. So we are back to our last challenge, but I've got a question for you. Why do you think we're spinning? Okay, shout me out anything that you might think of why. Why do we spin before we hit? Okay, yeah, there's some really good answers coming in. So it's to do with our reactions. So we are trying to spin after we've hit, and then we've got to react really quickly to make sure that we're in the right position. Okay, so now that we've done that, we are going to move on to our final challenge. Okay, now this one is where you can get involved with someone else in the house. Okay, if you've got a sibling, great. If you've got a parent or guardian, amazing. Maybe get them to get a frying pan, or if you've got another racket, great. Even if they have to use their hand as well, let's get everyone involved, okay? And then what we're going to do is we're going to get involved with all of our challenges. So you might just want to start off with our first one, where we're hitting against the wall in a little rally, okay? It might be that you then move on 2 different directions, challenging each other to move to a different space, okay? If you really want to make a challenge for yourself, then you might both spin. Okay, you'll hit spin, the next person will go and spin, and you've got to make sure that you are there in time ready for the ball to be there and to hit back for them. Okay, so I want you guys to have a little go at that, have a little practice. It's a fun little challenge. Take it away from this video. Okay, and well done for your effort this week, and we look forward to seeing you in our next PE lesson.